Hi everyone. Happy Monday. I think, yeah. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you've all had a very good start of your week. Yeah, it's in India. It's already night, 10:40 p.m. in India. So yeah, today I was doing my taxes. So from the whole day went in that. So I was thinking, how would other people feel like? I think as an entrepreneur, right? Most entrepreneurs will sometimes feel overwhelmed by their while they are doing these taxes, right? During the tax season, it is like too much work for, especially for entrepreneurs. As an employee, I've never felt this because like the tax will be deducted when you're getting the income, and that's all. You just file it by the end of the year, and most of the time will not have anything to show. If you have a loan or something, that's what you show, right? But as an entrepreneur, we have so many things to show, right? Like we have expenses, deductions, and so much more to track. All our travel, everything. So I don't know how many of you know, like especially in our business, we can show a lot of things as expenses, right? Like the travel we do. I traveled to Japan and all like many countries last year, and I can show all those as my expense for the business because I traveled based on like because of the business. And I can show my internet, right? Like whatever internet I'm using at home, I can show it as a expense. I can also, because I work from home, I can say part of my house rent can be shown as an expense for the business because that's my office, my home office, right? Like that. So we have so many things, like even the dinner we have with our business partners. We go out, I had gone out to create content and collaborate with other business owners, right? Entrepreneurs, and I can show the expenses, like the dinner we had and all those, like the travel expense, everything as the expense for my business. So it's great. Like when the time comes, it's good that okay, we can show so many things as expense, and we can save a lot on the taxes we pay to the government. At the same time, there is a lot of tracking that has to be done, right? So from the beginning of the year, like in Germany, what we do is by the end of the year is when we pay the taxes, right? When we file the tax. So for the whole year, if you have not tracked from the beginning, it will become overwhelming for you because you have so many things to show, but you don't know what all you've done. And if you have not tracked it, it really becomes difficult by the end of the year when you're filing the taxes, right? Actually, in Germany, we have the time for filing the tax for almost 2 years. So 2023, I'll have to the deadline for me to file the tax for 2023 is 2025, by the mid of 2025. So that's that. So we have a lot of time, but if we become lazy, it takes a lot of, again, 2023, you might not remember many things, many expenses that you've done. So if you have not tracked it properly, it'll be really difficult, right? So that's one thing. But like I said, if you are an entrepreneur, you can show a lot of expenses, many of your expenses as business expense. And if you had to pay about $10,000 or $20,000 as tax this year, and if you've spent that much, if you spent about like $5,000 to $10,000 just on your travel, your plane tickets and all those things, right? If you're just doing that, and you can save a lot. So in those $10,000, you have also traveled. Like I traveled to Japan and like Berlin and all these other countries, Germany and other countries last year, and all those was my business expense, right? So it's like I can travel, I can have a very good time, and still save on those, like, because if I had to pay $20,000 as a tax, I'm only paying like $10,000, right? Rest of the things are my expenses for the business, so I don't have to pay it as a tax for the government, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So you get a lot of savings. You can actually make a lot of savings on your taxes as an entrepreneur. So if you're still an employee and are thinking that you're getting decent income and you're paying a lot for the government as tax, maybe you'll have to think of being an entrepreneur, right? So yeah, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Dilani, for all of you for joining. Yeah, it's better than our day jobs for sure. So yeah, and yeah, like Jerry is saying, right? Like it is good that we are doing, like when you're paying taxes, it means that you're doing a legitimate business, right? I've told this many times. You any business, right? Any online business that you do or anything that you start. The main thing you can like decide or confirm that it's a genuine opportunity is when you're showing your income to the government. So you're not doing anything illegal here, right? Like every income that you're getting, I get paid directly into my bank account. So there's nothing I can hide from the government. Right, so everything that I earn from this business, I can show it to the government, and everything. So if I'm showing it to the government, it means that the government knows about what I'm doing and it is legal, right? And if the government approves of it, it's legal. I've been doing this business for 6 years now, and I'm paying my taxes in Germany still, right? So it's been approved by the German government already, and I'm paying the taxes. I'm saving a lot on the taxes also. So that is the main proof that this is a legitimate business you can start. So again, if you people are still doubting if it's a genuine business or if it can be done by people in different countries, each country, like we have people from different parts of the world, US, Canada, Australia, Europe, India, and everywhere, like Singapore, Malaysia, many countries. So everybody are doing this business, and everybody pays the tax for all the income they earn from this business. So that's how you can confirm that it's a genuine business opportunity. And like I said, right, like you can save a lot. You never, like even the clothes that we buy for the conferences we go, like when I went to Japan, if I had to buy a wristwatch and the clothes that I had to buy for the conference, I can actually show that as my business expense, right? Because I'm doing it for my business. The laptop I buy, the phone I buy, the cameras, lenses, whatever we buy, all those are a business expense. So you can imagine how much you can save on the taxes, right? You're buying that because you want the laptop anyway, right? If you're an employee and if you're buying a laptop, you might not be able to save on that, right? You're just spending for that laptop that you're buying. But as an entrepreneur, you can actually save on a lot, right? Like these, which is actually absolutely necessary for you, but you're actually not paying any tax. There is also VAT, right? For all these things, that the electronic things that you buy, especially you have to pay the VAT to the government. But we can also save on the VAT here because I'm an entrepreneur. I can save on the VAT also, right? Yeah. So yeah, all these are included as business expenses. Okay, transform your life from job to entrepreneur. Yeah, for sure, right? So Jerry, that's right. So only after you become an entrepreneur, you can know, you will get to know that how much you can save, right? How much you're paying as an employee. So it's not that, so everybody has the opportunity, but it's about how you take it, right? So if you still want to pay taxes and keep keep staying in the same position year after year, you can choose that, or you can also try different things and see how you can save on your income and your taxes and all these things, right? Like explore more. So don't be stuck in the same position, right? So yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to, because I was doing my I just recently finished my 2023 tax filing, and I was working on 2024 today. Even though I've done a lot of tracking already, I still feel like, okay, I have to check this, that, and there are a few documents, like the sheets that I have that will track all these, my expenses for the business, my travel, the room, the Airbnb we stayed in, all those things, right? Everything can be actually put as a business expense. So I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, right? So it feels like I've been doing that work from the morning. So it sometimes, that is why I thought, like many entrepreneurs might feel it as overwhelming when this tax season comes, right? But the main thing is track from the day one of the year, right? From January now, if I've got a lot of income already, my income has crossed 5 figures this month. So I have to track all those income and the proof of the income, that's a screenshot of the bank account and everything, the statements of my bank and all those things, right? I have to track that. Along with that, if I've bought some courses or anything that I've spent on myself or for the business, if I bought a laptop or a phone, everything I have to track, right? How much I've spent for my softwares, or for example Google, the drive, right? I can't manage with 15 GB. Right, so I need more because I do a lot of things and I have to save so many videos and the content that we do. So I had to buy 1 TB of storage from Google. That cost me more, right? And that can be put as an expense because I'm doing it for my business, right? So there are many people who buy extra storage for themselves, right? So if you're not a business owner, you can't save on that. You can't show that as an expense. I can do that. So there are like minute things that you can actually save on. So if you're an entrepreneur and if you don't know how you can save, try to explore more and see in your stream, right? Like for example, I'm a online business owner. So for me, what all can I save on is like I have explored more and I have spoken to my accountant, like the tax consultant and everybody, and that's how I got to know about all these things. Right, so what all I can show as an expense and everything. So it's been 6 years now and I'm still learning. Right, so it's a process, but yeah, so the main suggestion is, if you're an entrepreneur and if you feel overwhelmed, the main thing that you can do to fix that is to track everything from the beginning, like every month, what all your expenses are and what is your income, everything. If you track every month, and if you're spending on something, just go back to the tracker and fill it then and there, right? That's when you'll not forget. Even if it's just a month's content or the data that you are fetching, it sometimes feels like, okay, you might have spent, you just gave your credit card and paid for something, like for example Google Drive, and you might not even remember that, right? When you're doing, like when by the end of the month. So if you have paid for the Google Drive extra storage, just go to this tracker and fill it then and there, so that you know, okay, this is the expense you made, right? So that way you can actually track a lot, and you can also you will not be missing on any of the expenses or deductions that you can show. Okay, so I hope that helps. I usually I've not used any other apps. I just use the Excel sheet, the tracker. That's handy for me. So if you people know of any apps that you're using which you can use to track, do let me know. Okay, it'll be helpful. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I see a lot of people who have joined. Hello everyone, and I hope you have a great week ahead. It's the start of the week. Make use of it and try to explore new opportunities. If you're still an employee, try to explore different opportunities and try to have a backup income stream. Multiple income streams are the way to go. Okay, so yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Albert. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Dilani. Yeah, thank you everyone. We'll catch up again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night.